Okay, so in this one, we've got Soneium. This is part of my 1 to 50k challenge. This is one of the projects that I am farming. It's a layer 2 built by Sony Labs. Mainnet went live around 2 months ago, so we're fairly early. So there's good time to come in and start farming this now. I've got an edge where we can accumulate points quicker than most people. So I'm going to show you how I'm doing that. And they have a point system with a dashboard so you can see exactly how much points you are earning. It's not being farmed too heavily. The numbers have gone up in the last couple of weeks since they've released a badge system where you can get badges for doing certain tasks on dApps. That has increased the activity, but it's still fairly lowish numbers. So yeah, I'm definitely putting time into this. I'm farming this daily, pushing transactions through. I'm going to show you that now. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is you need to get ETH over to Soneium. So for that, we're going to use Jumper. So we're going to get a transaction on Jumper, which has a potential airdrop come in. And then we're going to use Relay as the actual bridge, which also has a potential airdrop come in. So this first transaction is a 3-in-1. So you're going to bridge over to Soneium. You don't have to do it from ETH. You can do it from any other layer 2, Optimism, Arbitrum, but the fees will be a little lower, but even doing it from ETH, it's only 21 cent. So you're going to bridge over, and then when you first come to the Soneium website, there will be a pop-up that says you can mint an NFT. So go ahead and mint that NFT. It's free to mint it. It's just gas fees, and the gas fees are low. And then once you've done that, you're going to go through to the points dashboard page. So you would hit join now up here, and it would take you through to the ACS program. And this is the dashboard here. So it has got a nice breakdown. This is the account that I'm doing with the 1K. So I have got another account which I have been farming this with, but I started this this wallet here around 4 days ago, and I've been bridging around $250 onto here daily, doing transactions, and then bridging it off to then go push transactions on another chain. It has your points here, and then it also breaks down how much each point will amount to in terms of the airdrop, which is nice. So, and it's only an estimation, but estimated 28 of the points will equal around 92 cent. And my rank here is 14,000, and I've only with this wallet been doing this for 4 days, and I'm in the top 15,000. So it shows that there's not a huge amount of people farming this. And hopefully, if this goes on for another few months and we push the transactions through daily, we can accumulate a lot of points. So yeah, it breaks down exactly. If you click on the little arrow next to the points, it breaks down where you're getting the points from, what activities. And what I've found so far, and this is where the edge is going to come in, I've been getting the most points from doing trades on the perp dex, WaveX. That's where I've accumulated most points. I also accumulated good points for only doing one transaction on SuperVol. But with this one here, you're likely to lose money as it's a betting platform. So we don't want to be losing money. We want to be minimizing the amount of money that we are losing. Obviously, we're going to lose money on the gas fees, and we want to try and minimize it just to the gas fees. So I've been doing 15 to 20 transactions on WaveX, opening leverage trades at a 10x, opening them, closing them straight away, and only spending about 50 cent altogether in doing around 15 to 20 transactions. So that pushes a good amount of volume through. That's why the points accumulate a lot quicker, because you're pushing volume through the chain. But before you get to even that, what you want to do is to earn these badges. There's a platform called Arcada, and you want to come to here and you want to try and earn as many of these badges as possible. So you want to go through all of these and try and get as many as you can. It breaks down exactly what you need to do with each one. So for instance, I haven't done this one here, Sonex. If you click on it, it'll show you each step. So for this one, sub, join the Telegram, and then farm. You'd have to add liquidity to the pool on Sonex, and then you would get these points here. And then WaveX also has an XP program for WaveX itself, so that there's an airdrop coming for WaveX, and then we're getting the points, which I think is the best way to accumulate points within any ecosystem is using the perp dexes, because you can push through so much volume with a smaller amount of money if you're working with a small amount of money. And with this, I'm working with about $200 as it's part of that 1K challenge. So I'm using around $200 when I do come onto here, using about 20% of it. So I can't get liquidated. You can always get liquidated, but it minimizes the liquidation risk. So out of the $200, I'll do a trade with about $40 with it at a 10x. So that'd be $400 volume on opening the trade, and then $400 volume on closing the trade. And I'm opening and closing instantly. I'm not trying to make any money here. I'm willing to lose the fees on the transactions, which are only a few cents. And sometimes you do cover those fees if you open the trade in the right direction. So you do want to try to open it in the right direction to try and cover your fees. Because if you do that, by the time you're closing it, you would have made about 6, 7, 8 cents that will then cover the fees to do the trade. So for instance, on this one here, I would do a short because we're near the top of the range at the moment, top of the ceiling. It bounced off of here as a resistance earlier, as a floor, and then now we're coming up to it, and you can see it's hit the resistance once, twice, and likely it's gonna push down from here. But as I said, it's just an open close straight away. And yeah, if you can push through 15 to 20 of these a day, then we're going to accumulate good points for the Soneium airdrop, and we're going to accumulate good points for this WaveX airdrop as well. And hopefully this will be the main perps of the Soneium ecosystem. Come back to the ACS dashboard. It does break it down here as well, how to earn points. So you've got liquidity. If you add liquidity to these here, so if you go to quick swap and add ETH USDC, you'll get a 1.5x boost on the points you're earning. If you're using a smaller amount, then for me, the liquidity is not worth it, as it ties up the money and you don't earn that many points if it's not a big amount. If you're doing liquidity, you need to be putting in a few K to make it worth it, at least. So I've not bothered doing any of these. I put a little bit in some of them at the start. I didn't really accumulate any points. That's with the small amount of money for the 1K to 50K challenge. So I'm not doing that. I've just decided to go hard on the perp dex. But if you are going to do the liquidity, make sure you choose a DApp that also is going to have a potential airdrop. So there's no point choosing Quick Swap or Velodrome. You want to choose a Soneium native DApp like Sonex that also has a points program, or Sonefy. Sonefy, their points program has ended and the airdrop's coming soon. I wouldn't do that one. I would probably do Sonex, or look through some of these other ones. Sonus could have one as well. But that wraps this one up. So Soneium, if you're going to farm this, stay consistent. There's enough time, I believe, to farm this. You just have to hit it consistently daily and do that kind of strategy that I've just showed you. I would target WaveX mainly. I found it's the best way to accumulate these points, and that is a 2-in-1. And yeah, hopefully we get a good airdrop from Soneium. If you've got any questions, you need any help, leave it in the comments. I will get back to you. Like and subscribe. Follow my Twitter to stay up to date a bit quicker with these kind of things. Turn the notifications on, and I will see you in the next one.